Hey guys, you know me and foundation sticks. I love a foundation stick. I'm always up for trying one. Well, Essence now has one, a very affordable drugstore brand carried in Ulta. They have a line of foundation sticks in 43 shades. This was sent to me in PR and there's like all the shades. And that was kind of surprising to me. It's literally just called foundation stick. The claims are really nothing surprising or like, wow, this is really claiming something new and different. It says a creamy blendable formula, natural finish, perfect for a light effortless look or quick touch-ups. I mean, it's just called foundation stick. So I'm gonna try it today. It's gonna retail for $6.99. As of the time I'm shooting this, it's only on Essence's website. I don't see it yet on Ulta, but I'm sure it's coming there soon. In 43 shades. If a brand's doing that, that tells me we are committed to this product. This is gonna be a major product for us. So anyway, thank you Essence for sending this to me. We're gonna try it out today and do a little Essence complexion routine. So yeah, I've got my skincare on and I'm gonna start with an Essence primer. This is their Hello Good Stuff Glow Serum Primer. Has that little picture of a watermelon on it. Makes us think that we're getting some Glow Recipe dupe action here. I've used this before actually pretty recently on my channel, but serum type of primer. And it feels really good. Adds a little light moisture. Smells kind of fresh, a little bit fruity. To me, this doesn't do anything groundbreaking for my skin as a primer, except adding that little bit of additional moisture, which sometimes can feed into helping the look of a foundation. But it has watermelon water and niacinamide and 93% natural ingredients. So now in comes the foundation stick. I'm choosing shade 160 for me. This shade is actually described as light medium pink peach. So very classic packaging here. It is a rounded top foundation stick. I'm gonna streak it on and let's see how it goes. Ooh, has a really nice glide. Like there's absolutely no drag across my skin whatsoever. So that's the first thing I'm picking up on. It's gonna get it all around. I've got streaks all over. Get a little bit more up near the under eye. And then I'm gonna first try blending this out with a brush just to see like what the coverage level is with a brush. And then I might go over it a bit with a blender sponge. There's not really a coverage description of this, and I just want to see like, what are you doing? They say it has a natural finish, perfect for a light effortless look, and I feel like I'm getting some medium coverage, maybe light to medium coverage out of this. I feel like it's lighter coverage than my Milani Conceal and Perfect stick, but actually felt pretty similar in the texture gliding across my skin. And as you know, I've compared that one to the Fenty, which is kind of my all-time fave foundation stick. What those have in common is a really smooth, just kind of melting down onto your skin glide, and I would say this has that type of thing too. I'm feeling like it added a little bit of moisture to my skin, like I'm actually feeling quite dewy after blending this in. To get a really close look, I mean, I would say light to medium coverage. I'm really seeing my freckles through. I'm still seeing redness through on my nose, like typical concealer zones are definitely still needing their concealer. I'm seeing that natural finish, like as I move my face, you can see the light kind of bouncing off. I'm not saying there's any shimmer in it, it's just the texture of this. It adds moisture. It's a cream product. It's giving a glow to the skin just by way of its texture. I feel like if you were super oily and you put this on all over, you'd be like, wow, I'm really gonna need to set this. I don't dislike this look, and I definitely, you know, plan on using concealer most every day, so it's not like I'm expecting the foundation stick to cover it all. But I would say it's a little lighter option compared to Milani and Fenty, just in terms of what it's covering. Now that could be a good thing if you're thinking, like they claim, for a light effortless look or quick touch-ups. If you're planning to use it like that, you don't want something super heavy. Okay, in the how to use section, they actually say medium to sheer coverage look. It's vegan, paraben-free, oil-free, and cruelty-free. So I'm gonna move on with my complexion routine just so you can see how it comes together as part of a look. I've got this Essence Keep Me Covered concealer. This is in the shade 20 Fair, and I'm gonna get this on the under eye, and this has a history of wearing really well on me paired with their Flawless Skin Trio powder. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Why am I blending with this brush? I actually want to take a smaller brush. I'm going to use this little M132 from Morphe. It's got that chunky angle. And spread this product around a little bit more before I get to blending. This is going to be my brightness, my added coverage on the under eye and around the nose. Then I can go in with my larger brush and just tap it in. Looking good. really meshes right in with the foundation stick on my skin, like not looking heavy at all. I'm excited to see how this wears all day. Okay, surface of my skin, I want you to get right up in there and see how light and natural this looks. I mean, with concealer blended in on top of that stick, and I can take my little dampen blender just because I got it here. But it's very convincing skin right now, like no makeup kind of vibes for me. Not saying that foundation's covering nothing, but the texture is such that it really looks sneaky with the surface of my skin. I think blending it out with the brush was going to give it the maximum coverage it could have, and I would still call it light to medium. But concealer on top really adds a lot, and then we're going to set that concealer. So this is their Flawless Skin Trio Loose Setting Powder. They're giving you 3 tones in here. You've seen me use this before, probably. It has pink, peach, and lilac, and the way the sifter is, you could make sure you were only using one of those shades if you want. I like to just tap all of it in the cap, and it feels pretty brightening to me and very lightweight and very sneaky on my under eye anytime I use this. So I've loaded up my little triangle powder puff, and we're just going to press that in on the under eye. Sneaky smooth. Pressing it in around my T-zone as well. And then we'll see like how tacky is the rest of my skin, and do I need more powder on top of that. I'm going to take my Morphe Under Eye Bullet Brush, kind of blend in any excess there. Dab it across more of the forehead. Under eyes feel great, and they just look even more like blurred out, and they kept really bright with this powder. It doesn't dull it down at all. I really feel like this one's up there in terms of like light pinky tone setting powders. Very good from Essence, and it does happen to pair very well with that concealer they have too. I don't know if that foundation's had a little chance to settle into my skin, and it still feels kind of tacky. I just kind of know my skin and what I put it through in a day, and I would take a little bit of powder over this. I don't think I have an Essence one, but I do have my e.l.f. Halo Glow here handy, so I'm just going to dab a little bit of this with my Sephora angled brush, and see how I'm just kind of pressing it on the planes of my face that didn't receive the loose powder. This is a really soft powder. I feel like a little goes a long way. And yeah, there we go. There's our base routine using the Essence foundation stick. I definitely give it 2 thumbs up in terms of ease of use. They created a nice texture here that glides super easily across the skin. And I feel like they are setting out to make something that's not going to be super full coverage. Like they said, sheer to medium. If I were to blend it out with a sponge right off the bat, I would have gotten even lighter coverage than I had with the brush. But the blending was easy. The glide was super duper smooth. The price is excellent. And given the natural look I was able to achieve with it now, and the fact that I've incorporated, you know, some other products that I like that I know do wear well and set lightly all over, I expect I'm going to get pretty decent wear out of this. But it does feel like it adds a substantial amount of moisture to my skin. So if you're extremely oily, I would be a little cautious with this one. And if you're someone who's expecting a fuller coverage look out of a stick foundation, this one might not be your favorite. So I'm going to continue on with the rest of my face steps, and then I'll show you what my finished look looks like. Alrighty guys, I'm back. Here's how the look's shaped up. We glammed it up a little bit. What I did after the powder steps, I used this Wet n Wild bronzer in Wet Shady Beaches, an all-time fave. I used some Essence Pure Nude Baked Blush. This is the shade called Bold Heart. This is one of my favorites. It's kind of a bright, like reddish coral. And then Essence highlighter, it's called the highlighter in Staggering. That's where I'm getting that really pretty, like, soft glow. It's potentially a very glowy highlighter depending on how much you use. I'm trying to describe it right. It's like pearly. It has a softness to it. It's not just straight metallic. And then I used the Essence Fix and Last long-lasting setting spray. I'd been using the one that they have with the hyaluronic acid in it, and this one I think might be a bit more like Urban Decay's All Nighter. We'll see. I did my brows. I used Essence Baby Got Brow waterproof eyebrow pencil. This is in the shade Brunette, and then my little e.l.f. brow lamination. What do they call that? Brow laminating gel. For the eyes, I primed with my Wet n Wild eye primer, and then I've just been on this streak of testing the various Morphe palettes that I was sent, and so this is the one called Love Bite. Yeah, it has potentially a really bold magenta in there. I actually sheared that out and applied it around the edge. I've got some of this in my outer corner, this shade on the lid, these two blended in the crease, and honestly I kind of struggled with this look today a little bit. I just like kept adding darkness to the outer corner. I was feeling like, I don't know, it wasn't laying down quite how I thought it would. It's probably more operator error than anything. But yeah, I've got that on, and it's a completely upper eye focused look today. I put on a little half lash from Amazon and just let everything be above the eye with the exception of my e.l.f. Lash Extender Mascara on the lower lashes, and before the falsies I put on the Colossal Bubble from Maybelline. And then on my lips, I'm wearing ColourPop lip liner, the So Juicy lip liner in Westwood. It's kind of a mauve-y type of color, deep nudie mauve, but if things look a little lighter, that's because I put on the LA Colors holographic lip gloss. This is in the shade Heavenly. You can get this from Walmart, super cheap. Always love it. Hi, Biddy. Love you. But anyway, that's my finished look. Again, the base was the Essence foundation stick. I think everything came together super nicely. At this point, we'll see how it wears all day, but I think with the efforts I went to set it, like my face feels really smooth, consistent texture all over. I think this is going to do well for me. So thank you guys for your time, and I'll see you again very soon. I love you. Bye.